Hello to all my friends out there. Well, believe it or not, it's 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was 95, today it's 85. And the thing is, it feels a little cooler. So I parked in the one and only shaded spot, and this is shady here. So I bought this shortening for $2.98. They only had one. So I was lucky to get this because I use this in my cookie making. Next week I'm going back to the swap meet, and I will try to find, at first I want to try to sell the cookies direct because I don't want to pay much. And I bought, let's see, what is this? One cucumber plant and one something. Crookneck squash. So I was mentioning to you, I have a terrible time trying to find cucumbers. I like cucumbers, tomatoes, and lettuce. So what I'm trying to do is plant a garden, create a year-round garden. And they say how you can figure out how you do this is you figure out when is the first frost, and you need 60 days. Your plants actually mature in 60 days. That's not long. And so if you have one of these areas that tends to freeze, if you plant your plants in buckets, then you can move them into the garage or something. So I'm working on this. They want us to eat less meat thing. Last night I didn't post a video because I had a hamburger. I made my own hamburger, and it was the hamburger that I bought at Walmart marked down. And tonight I'm doing the 99-cent, no, it's going to be the Dollar Tree meal. And what I'm going to make is I'm going to make a sausage burger, because about a week or so ago I bought a bunch of meat at the 99-cent store in Dollar Tree, and I want to eat that down. And so what really works for me is like a burger or a sandwich and some iced tea. But I saw this guy in the store, and he had cans of soup, but he had crackers and cheese. And I go, yeah, crackers and cheese is so much better than just crackers. Why didn't I think of that? Well, you guys, I can't think of everything. Okay, so they want us to eat less meat. Right now, we can still get pretty good meat marked down. Like when I bought 4 pounds of hamburger for $22. So for a pound, it was $5. But if you cut it in quarter-pound pieces, it was like $1.25. So that is not too expensive if you do it that way. And so I think the trick is to buy these big packages and then portion it out, and then eat more vegetables, and also eat the stockpile down. So a lot of us stockpiled a lot of food. So what we want to do is we want to eat our food down and rotate it. Like when you eat 2, buy 2. So, there's always food. And then be like out here, if the water went out in this heat, it would be so bad. My garden has to be watered 2 times per day, or it will die by the next day, literally. So we're thinking about less meat. They want us to use less gasoline, and how they are achieving that is charging more for the gasoline. Less meat, less gasoline. So the people who have enough money and resources is not going to be a problem. But if you're barely getting by, it is going to be a problem. So what we want to do is we want to figure out how we can, they say most people run into debt because they do not want to lower their standard of living. So what we want to work on is ways to control the standard of living without spending more. Like, me getting the dirt out of the hills. And so, That was so miserable, and I kept thinking about that. And thank you very much, whoever you were, the follower. You know, like what I was doing, I go, I feel like a pack mule. I was hauling that dirt in, and I thought, you will enjoy your space. And so you know, I'm really not that much of an outdoorsy type, especially with those coyotes lurking around. So they want us to use less fuel. What I do is I try to keep my fuel to 140 a month. And so I've been doing that. And out here, that's incredible cheap. So I don't know if I can continue it, but I try. Oh, so they want us to use less utilities. And so the way I do that is during the day, I'm not home. So I'm not using any utilities. Also, there's no wear and tear on my dwelling. And so I got the front yard looking good. I got the home decor on the whole bottom floor. It's looking pretty good. And the backyard looking pretty good by just working on it a little bit continuously. And so the only thing upstairs is 2 bathrooms, and those are easy, and 2 bedrooms. So, and then, you know, I need to work on my food storage to make sure I eat it down. And another thing that's nice, if you can find a good price, see how it's like not too sunny right now, but it's very hot, is good crackers are a real luxury. I bought the crackers, the wheat crackers in Walmart, and I got some out last night. And they really weren't the freshest, and I hadn't had them that long, so I don't know about those crackers. And then on utilities, one thing you can do is turn your utilities off at the breaker and just leave the refrigerator on. That's really going to help. But in this really hot weather, it's kind of like dangerous. So those are some things that we're going to be working on. So what we're going to say to ourselves is, okay, out there in the world, this is the world they want to create for us. That's what we're doing. But in our own houses, because I used to do this when I worked, this is what I do. And people could never figure out what I was doing. They always thought it was up to no good or something. You guys see what I'm doing, and that's all I'm doing. I would work on things for weeks, months, and years at a time. Like, say, saving money. Stockpiling food. Also, I have come to another conclusion about fashion. Okay, it seems that a monochromatic outfit is more attractive, like all one color. So I'm thinking, okay, how about white, black, or jeans with a red t-shirt? The terracotta is hard to do. So I thought, try to go to the monochrome clothes, and over time when you're doing this, like, you know, I was watching Halston videos. He would have a turtleneck sweater and some black slacks, and you know that, and you know, various stars, you know. Rarely did they. I do like prints, but I can see how over time you would look a lot more pulled together with a monochromatic outfit, maybe like jeans and like a t-shirt. So, and I'm also shopping in the thrift stores for coats, and I will sell those when the time is right. I have hopes of being able to sell coats on Etsy. So what they're saying is, in the future, the newer generation is going to want to buy used items because it's better for the planet. Like, it's all our idea, right? Well, you know, new stuff is not that available, so what are you going to do? You're going to have to find some stuff, you know, rather fashionable stuff at a reasonable dollar amount. But the main thing that I want to concentrate on is stockpiling food and creating meals that are going to keep me healthy. Okay, I was watching a video on this lady, and what happened is she goes, I couldn't believe it, because she was in the healthcare profession, and I was getting so sick. And what she was doing is she was eating anything and everything she wanted. She was eating all day, she was eating all night, and she was pulling into the fast food places and buying you-know-whats. And I thought, wow, that is exactly what you have been doing. And I don't know why I didn't get sick. What she got was a bad case of diabetes. She was a little bit sick anyway. So when you're kind of like sick anyway, diseases will attack the body a lot easier. And you see me, I'm up here walking. When I retired, I said, you will walk or you will go back to work. So when I was doing the yard work or when I do the swap meet, I'm getting enough activity that I don't have to work. I don't have to walk. So I'm working, on that kind of stuff too. And so since I'm still eating cookies if I want to, just not eating them all day long, just maybe like a few, trying to cut down the carbs. Okay, so they want us all in a sedentary life in the house. They say they don't, but everything seems like. So sitting around in the house eating a lot of high carbs is going to make you good and sick. So what I want to do is concentrate on good meals, meat, small portion of carbs. I came up with flatbreads for my sandwiches or tortillas to make wraps. And then at night, a small potato, a small, or like last night I had a hamburger bun, so I didn't really need fries, sweet potatoes and rice. And then most of the 3/4 of the meal is vegetables. And if you can grow them, all the much better, and try to figure out how to do that year round. And we're going to be much healthier and much better off. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.